Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another Social Sports Pad podcast.
Are you excited yet? Are you excited?
Oh, yeah.
Are you
I'm excited.
ready, baby?
Are you not entertained?
Let's go.
All right, so everybody, welcome. It is time for the weekend edition of the Social Sports Pad podcast. I am your host, Ricky. With me, as always, is my brother, the Cobra. With us tonight also is Ben and Jayme. Ben, totally missed you on Tuesday, man. But hey, that just means that you get to do your bit this week as we do our weekend edition of the Social Sports Pad podcast. So what we have on tap tonight is we're going to talk about Thursday night's game between the Cowboys and the Seahawks. That the Cowboys were able to hold off a surprising performance from the Seattle Seahawks and get the W. And we will talk about the bold predictions of Week 13.
And if you had Dak Prescott, CD Lamb, or Geno Smith, you did pretty well on your fantasy because they went over 20 points.
You forgot DK Metcalf, sir. DK Metcalf with 2 scores during that game. A strong candidate. Basically, those names mentioned, those 4 guys, strong candidates for possibly being holla at your boy nominees on Tuesday.
But for right now, it is a little too soon for that.
Yep, it's a little too soon to crown them. They are who we thought they were. But, now let's go ahead. Talk about the Thursday night. The order of how we're going to do things today. Ben, you're going to lead us off. Cobra, you're going to be number 2. Jayme, you're going to be my 3 spot. And I'm going to power hit, everything else in the 4th. If anybody else does pop in and join our podcast they'll go before me. So, Ben, if you watched the game, give us a takeaway that you saw from the game.
I didn't watch the game because it was the Cowgirls and the Sea Chickens.
Understandable.
And that, basically,
typical commies fan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and Cobra, I know you didn't watch it because you had the.
I do have an unfortunate regular job.
Yeah, I have a regular job.
Well, everybody has a regular job. Well, yeah,
but you're up at like 4 in the morning.
Facts.
All right, so I think me and Jayme, we both watched the game a little bit.
We did.
Yeah. So Jayme, what can you take away from the game that Cobra didn't hit on? Wonderful performances from Dak, CD, Geno, and DK.
And to be fair, the only reason why I know about those is because I had CD Lamb playing, but Geno on the bench because they're starting Ben's erect nipples for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh.
So for me, I had Geno Smith because I was forced to play him with Joe Burrow going down. So I had Geno and DK. So Thursday was a glorious night for me.
Yeah.
Well, hey, not gonna lie, that a glorious Thursday night doesn't mean shit. In terms of fantasy football.
Because all it could take is just one Raheem Mostert that have a 40 burger and just wreck your shit.
Nah, bro.
It's true.
Nah.
But to get back on topic,
yeah.
Some things I learned about Thursday. Dallas is who I thought Dallas is. They are a good team, but they're not a great team.
They're still pretenders in my eyes.
So are the Eagles.
The storyline was they haven't beaten.
I agree.
The whole storyline is they haven't beaten a positive record team at all season. And yes, they beat right about 500 team, and it was close. The only game that they played who were actual contenders was the 49ers, and they got their tails whipped up and down that field all game long. So they are who I thought they were. And December Dallas is coming. And you're going to be seeing all these Cowgirl fans who are crying Super Bowl getting very nervous very quick.
First round playoff exit in their future. Gotcha.
Turnovers for Prescott.
I mean, yeah. What I saw last night was a team that really couldn't get to the quarterback. Micah Parsons, as good a player as he is, isn't an elite defender.
Wasn't last night. It was the other night. But
whatever works. Blink. It's 2023. Like seriously, you blink it is Valentine's Day. So here we go. But yeah, like Dallas, their defense is very bend and don't break. They are not going to be able to beat a really physical team. And that also kind of leads to where Miami is. That's kind of what Miami reminds me of. Where the teams are really great against teams that kind of suck. But when a team that
is almost on equal footing, they can't gain any traction.
Well, yeah, when a team that is actually able to do things goes against them, they aren't able to dictate the pace. Like Miami's a team that can afford to win in a shootout. Like Dallas right now, the way their offense is, they can win in a shootout. I really want to say it's how Buffalo is. All right.
Yeah.
Buffalo is not a team that wins close games.
No, they're proving that more and more each week.
But again, that is getting off topic. Dallas right now, as long as they're able to move that ball and go against a defense that really is kind of which right now the Seahawks are kind of on defense, they're going to win.
Yeah.
But if you get a stout defense like the 49ers or even the Steelers. Called Easy Boy.
Where are they at?
Steelers.
But again, against a solid defense, the Cowboys are going to struggle. The Cowboys are going to lose. All right, because that defense does not stop anything. That defense does not make negative plays. They'll come up with interceptions, yes, but they're not going to stop you on third down. They're not going to force a third and long situation. Their opponents are going to create third and long, not that.
Interesting take.
But that's my hot take. Another thing about it is, before we started, Jayme, you said something about the uniforms.
Yes, I love those uniforms. Those Seattle Seahawks blue jersey, gray pant with a lime green little pinstripe on the shoulder pads.
The classic combo that they used to rock before the uniform change. When they went to the NFC. Yep.
Uniforms looked spot on.
They were
crisp. I was nervous.
Yeah, they were crisp.
And when I saw that they came out in those, I was like, Lord help the souls of the players who actually wore those jerseys. Because if they go out into Dallas and stink it up, their inbox is going to be full.
Yeah, but they held their own, but they just couldn't keep going.
Yeah. So I mean,
and we found a cheat code when it comes to Deron Bland. How do you play against him? You get a genetic freak like DK Metcalf and just push him around.
I mean, being physical with your defenders. I mean, that's the name of the game. If
I think of Seahawks, I think of Sean Alexander, and I think of those old school uniforms.
Bang, Sturm, Bosworth. So kind of thinking of, speaking of those uniforms. All right, kind of going around the horn a little bit. I want you guys to give me right now, in the NFL, who has the 3 best uniforms in the NFL. And I'm not talking about, the throwback uniforms. So I don't want to hear about the powder blue of the Chargers.
Although that's technically their current uniform. Yes, the powder blue is currently their current uniform.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay, so, so not that, so you definitely know my number one. Tell me how many games of the Chargers I'm watching this season.
To be fair, the Chargers fans that are left after the move from San Diego, are they still watching the game? I don't know.
I mean, seriously, they're probably going to move them to Oakland.
No, they're gonna. Yeah, no.
Either way,
Oakland.
So on that. So basically, everybody give your top 3 in the NFL. Ben, what are your 3 best uniforms of 2023 NFL?
And we're not talking the throwback.
No throwbacks.
No throwbacks.
All right.
So no Kelly Green Eagles.
Or Titans Oilers.
Or Creamsicle.
Oh, man. All right.
And no away jerseys.
No away jerseys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dallas, you're disqualified because that's all you wear.
Oh!
Jeez.
It's funny because it's true.
God. All right. So I would say number 5.
Nope. 3, Tyler. 3.
We're doing top 3. Okay. Never mind. My bad.
I called you Tyler because you can't count.
Yep. And while he's thinking about that, a reminder that this is sponsored by Sleeves. Get you.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to go Sleeves on this? This best jersey sounds like a Fanatic affiliation.
Oh,
right
really?
there.
Then Fanatics.com.
I mean, you can get your sleeves on, definitely. But I don't know. Get yourself, your loved one, a NFL jersey in these.
All right.
In these teams.
Yep. Go ahead.
Custom for the one you love.
Number 3. San Francisco 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2. Let's go with the Texans. Number 1. I really like the Jaguars uniforms.
Especially when they say Trevor Lawrence.
I mean,
I wondered what that lotion bottle was for there, Ben.
Oh!
All right. So, now for me. Number 3, as underrated as they are, I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills home uniforms.
Okay. Said no way, so.
Right, no way. But, no way, and I wasn't going to go with the color rush. Oof. Number 2, I'm going to say Denver.
Okay.
Yep. And number 1, I hate to do this. Miami.
Oh, that was like pain right there, sir.
Because we've seen Miami teal for so damn long. It's like
that was like one of
currently they're good. Currently they're good.
Hey.
Back then they were like too green.
All right, Jayme, give me your top 3.
My top 3 would number 3 will probably go with the. I was still debating on 3. 3 is the only one I really had to debate. I'll go with the Rams. I like the Rams like fade into the actual color when it comes to the numbers. So they're blue uniforms with gold numbers.
I think they are absolute dog shit.
Let the man cook. Everybody's got their own opinion.
Dog shit.
It isn't like we have a debate or anything.
But the Rams jersey is dog shit. The current one, the one they stole from San Angelo State.
All right, number 2.
Number 2 will be the gray Detroit Lion uniform.
The color rush.
Yes.
I didn't
color rush.
disqualify the color rush, but yeah.
Is it color rush?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, he's talking about the regular home uniform, not.
Well, the regular home is just blue. But Detroit, the gray
No, they
is
changed to gray.
no, the gray is color rush. The gray is color rush.
When I looked at it, just showed as current alternate. It didn't say color rush.
Oh, okay.
All right. So anyway, so it works.
And then number 1 would be the red alternate Houston Texan uniforms.
All right.
All right. So for me, not gonna lie, my number 3 is Tampa Bay.
Hey,
Yep.
Tampa Bay. The Bucks are out.
They're
ready
red.
to
They're
play.
red. Tampa Bay.
Hey,
I definitely like it.
To be fair, the only person I remember in that jersey is one person that is Big Mike Allstott.
I mean,
Yeah.
still works.
Yeah.
All right, number two, I am gonna go with Houston.
The
And-
blue or the red?
The blue. I like the blue.
A little better. Okay.
And number 1 is a classic to me. I mean, it's like Yankee pinstripes to me. But the number 1 best jersey in the NFL of today era is the Vegas Raiders, the silver and black attack. You know, like again, it's
As
like
basic as it
That's
is still
that's why I
iconic.
like
It is still iconic.
Yep.
That's why I like the 49ers, because it's still classic. They never
But I
change.
mean,
The 49ers actually
not gonna lie,
have.
So guys,
Eh,
this
Yes.
kind of brings up a wonderful thing that we definitely need to do. That will possibly, because not gonna lie, as people of the Social Sports Pad podcast, we definitely need to make sure we're more than football. I mean, trust me, we are more than football. So, something I don't know. We'll talk about for like March Madness. We can possibly do a bracket, and basically break down all the teams. NFL, NHL, NBA, and baseball,
MLB.
and just do a bracket with everyone and crown the best jersey in sports.
Yep.
All right, of the major leagues. That sounds like a good idea. Basically, it'll be something that we can incorporate with the people on our Twitch, the people on. Even here on the Spotify, basically we'll go ahead and start, and we'll start preparing for that. That'll be what we do for our March Madness.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah, love it.
basically, coming back from the future, Marty, we are going to
Biff.
so we are going to be we're going to be talking about the games. So basically, me and Cobra, we have already made our wonderful picks and selections. So basically, what we will do is we will go ahead and kind of not really poo-poo or anything, but kind of like, hey, that's a good take. That kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll kind of chime in with like our 2 cents, but not make a pick at all.
Yeah,
So-
seriously, we got to be cheap. A little
Yeah,
bit.
we gotta be-
No more than 2 cents, sir. No more than 2.
Exactly. If you want,
All right.
our whole dollar bill, go check out our Twitch streams every Tuesday night.
Absolutely. So basically, so Ben, Jayme, you guys are going to go ahead and we're going to go run down everything, and we are going to basically do things classic style like we do on Tuesdays. I'm going to say the game. I'm going to say the spread. You tell me your outcome.
Hey,
and
give me
you-
that bold.
Oh yeah, that bowl brought to you by Bulletproof Coffee. All right, so we'll start with a kind of snooze fest a little bit as the Indianapolis Colts go into Tennessee and take on the Titans. Colts are favored by 2.5. So basically, since Cobra is not doing it, it's going to be Ben, then Jayme. All right, and go ahead, Ben. What do you see going in this game?
1 second.
He can't see
Sorry, I was
anything
adding
because of
somebody.
Jim Irsay's mountain of cocaine.
I was having somebody to our chat. I might have somebody join our podcast here shortly.
All right, nice.
All right.
So basically, on that note, Jayme, you go ahead and take the wheel.
Yep. Just as long as it isn't Jim Irsay.
Oh,
It's not. Oh, dang. So in this game, I don't see Tennessee keeping up with the Colts because they're going to be trying to feed the rock with Derrick Henry, and he's lost a step. He is a slow monster on the field. Now, slow monster is still getting to the end zone, so he's going to get into the end zone probably 2 more times in this game. But I see the Colts covering the spread. I think Minshew Mania continues to run wild, and he has a good connection with Joshua Downs, or I don't even know if I said his name right, but Downs. I think Downs is going to have the bold. That's where it comes in. Downs is going to have a 80-yard game with a touchdown.
Nice. All right. So, Ben,
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready
I'm
now?
ready for some
I
football.
said, are you ready?
I'm ready for some football.
All right. So, yes.
Yeah. So give us that bold.
That
Give
is-
us that bold prediction.
Give me that Minshew Mania going into Tennessee, baby. Because Minshew Mania is going to run wild in Tennessee, baby. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. So you say it's going to be Minshew being your bold.
Yep.
That's my bold.
Looks like
baby.
his bold
Minshew
prediction
Mania.
goes to Uncle Rico.
I mean, like, I see why this game is as low as it is. The Colts just lost Jonathan Taylor for a couple of weeks. And Zach Moss has kind of tapered off.
It's
If Zach Moss does really ramp things up and be that X factor like he was when Jonathan Taylor was on was it the PUP list or was it IR?
It was PUP. It was PUP. It was
So,
PUP.
when Jonathan Taylor was not with the team, then yeah, it's going to be a hard time for Tennessee to keep up. I mean, it's going to be a hard time anyway because Tennessee's offensive line is pretty much
Dog water.
I was going to say, they are going to church on Sunday and begging for a miracle because that's what they're going to have to do for the Colts not to sack them like crazy.
All right.
All right. So next is okay. We might skip that one. Basically the Los Angeles Chargers going into New England and taking on the Patriots. The Chargers are favored by 5.5.
Yep.
So do you think
The Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego are going to beat the Patriots, or are the Patriots going to upset the Chargers and say, fuck you, Spanos?
I was going to say, or will the Chargers' luck continue? Because the Chargers are definitely a bad luck team right now.
When have they ever had good luck?
I was going to say, dare I say, the cast.
Yeah, they're definitely a little wavy right now.
Yeah, they're definitely cursed. Yeah, it's very nice, very evil, very nice.
Love that Danhausen.
Love that Danhausen.
Yeah, Kursthausen. Love that Danhausen.
In this Chargers versus Patriots matchup, I definitely see the Chargers on all full power right now. They're going to charge through and beat the Patriots. Patriots just they're not good. And neither are the Chargers, but Patriots are just as worse.
Fuck you, Spanos.
Give me the Chargers. And give me Herbert to actually have a good game that day.
All right, Jamie.
Well, first off, I want to say I commend that Danhausen impression. If I didn't know any better, I thought he was actually on the podcast.
Oh, which one?
Because there were two.
Mine or Cobras?
They both were good.
Nice.
I didn't know there was 2 different people. I'll just say that.
That was a Brohosen.
Yep, very nice Brohausen there.
Very nice. Very evil.
Love that Danhausen.
So I'm on the same side as Ben here. Doesn't matter if it's Mac Jones. Doesn't matter if it's Billy Zapp. It doesn't matter if it's Will Greer. They're all the same quarterback. They all can't play football.
They're all the same. Only the name's James.
It's the one game that you're never going to find on Red Zone because it's not going to do anything. And the defense is serviceable to make Justin Herbert's life just slightly miserable. I do think that Eckler is going to be the only key point in this game. So that's where my bold is. I think Eckler is going to get back to somewhat Eckler ways, I guess you would call it. So he's going to go for 100 yards and maybe a touchdown.
Hold on. I have a joke here.
Are you prepared to go 1-on-1 with the Zappa?
No. So, I was going to say, I was thinking that Jayme is saying that Austin Eckler is going to have an Eckler-sent performance.
That is true.
Yeah, Eckler-sent. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Chargers right now,
They'll charge it.
Keenan Allen.
They're going to charge it.
Keenan Allen's kind of I mean, in terms of he's not 100%. The Patriots, just their offensive woes. It almost seems like it's only going to be the running game. Demario Douglas, he's out for the game, so it is the Juju Smith-Schuster and Devontae Parker show at wide receiver. So yeah, no matter who the quarterback is, it's going to be a rough time.
Yeah, but Ricky, let's face it, both these teams are ass.
Absolutely. So let's go to a team that, well, I was going to say this team's not ass, but they've been playing like ass lately. As the Detroit Lions go into New Orleans. And not going to lie, this is probably going to be my money game of the week, as Detroit is only favored by 3.5 versus the very, very hurt New Orleans Saints.
Yeah,
Ben, what do you see?
Hopefully, the Lions come into this game and Goff his arms aren't weak like spaghetti, and hopefully they're ready to go, because the Lions need to get going because they have been lackluster lately. I'm going to give it to the Lions, though. I see the Lions winning this.
I'm going to step out for a quick minute and go grab my phone.
Yeah,
I kind of feel bad for Carr. Carr doesn't have anybody really to throw to, honestly. I feel like the receiver core in St. Louis has, underperformed.
St. Louis?
I'm sorry. Saints. I'm sorry. New Orleans. That's what I meant. My bad.
Well, I mean, everybody's hurt.
Yeah,
not gonna lie, as Cobra likes to put it, his receiver core right now is a bunch of plumbers and Make-A-Wish kids.
I'm sure he misses his buddy Adams.
Yeah, because Michael Thomas is on IR. Olave looks like he's out with a concussion. They already determined Rashid Shaheed is out. So, who's he got to throw to? I mean, safe to say, Alvin Kamara is probably going to get double and triple teamed, and that might be the case. Yep. Jayme?
His wheels are coming off, too.
Well, he's got a lot of things to focus on today.
Yeah. So, I think Lions will cover spread. But that's not bold.
Yeah,
so
that's easy.
We in here to be bold. I think Taysom Hill makes a statement and looks as if he should replace Derek Carr for a little bit, because Taysom Hill is going to have a receiving touchdown and he's going to throw for one.
All right.
Apologies.
So, the fun thing is with that, something you guys didn't mention. Jared Goff has been playing like ass lately. Absolute ass.
Instead of Jared Goff, he's Jared Goof.
I mean, going Goff is basically, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
Reminder, it's always easy beating Goff.
Bro, not in public.
Hey, Cobra. You need the KY jelly?
Oh, man.
Don't you need that for your man squeeze Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, seriously, don't drop the Duke Cannon, bro.
Yeah, speaking of which, trophy game, pretty good sip.
All right, so basically we go from Detroit and we'll go into New Jersey as the New York Jets are hosting the Atlanta Falcons as 3.5-point dogs. The Falcons actually are favorites in this game.
Yep.
It's just a fucking joke.
I do have a report from people at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hurry up on buying your liquor, residents of New Jersey, because the Jets fans are buying up all the liquor.
Yep.
It's true.
Aaron
I was
Rodgers
just
has
listening
been activated, so
He's practicing. He's not.
We have Aaron Rodgers watch.
Yeah, but
Yep.
Hey, his
the
timetable
interesting
is to
question is
return
how
against
much
the Commanders.
how much of that is magic mushrooms and how much of that is actual medicine.
or classic Aaron Rodgers being a bitch.
Because guarantee it.
Yeah, seriously, I'm saying that I will never be on the Pat McAfee show, probably.
Yep.
Because I mean, like, McAfee might like me, but Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna like me.
Oh, of course Aaron Rodgers isn't gonna like it. Because here's the thing about Aaron Rodgers. You really want to pressure test this Achilles injury, bitch.
I mean, I'm just saying.
The destiny is the Vikings. Don't ruin it, you bastard.
You bum? I mean, like, seriously, I almost want to check the remaining schedule to see if the Jets are facing the Bears at any point in the rest of the way. Because that would probably be the case. Aaron Rodgers comes back and then hurts himself against the Bears.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
He
While
plays
still
against
owning
the
them.
Commanders on the 24th of
Alright.
December.
All right, so
I'm gonna look that up.
yeah, go ahead and look that up. But yeah, Ben, take it away. What do you see between Atlanta and the Jets?
New York. I see the Jets actually winning this. They're going to
No,
they're
they do
gonna
not
rally.
face the
They're gonna
Bears
rally.
at all.
They're
Like,
gonna rally up and they're gonna say we want to face off in the playoffs. We're gonna do this for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are going to beat the Atlanta Falcons, and they're going to beat them by 10 points. That's my bold.
All right, Jamie.
For me, I don't like always agreeing with Ben, but he's making it to where I have to. But down goes the Dirty Birds. The Dirty Birds it's Arthur Smith. He's the only other head coach that I know besides Ron Rivera. And this guy, when something goes right, he knows how to screw it up and go the other direction. And if he does a smart thing and he just feeds Bijan Robinson and Cordero Patterson and Tyler Algier, then they'll win because the Jets defense, all as good as the secondary is, they suck against a run. But Arthur Smith isn't going to do that. He's going to try to get Desmond Ridder into a passing flow. He's going to try to get Kyle Pitts into it. He's going to try to feed Drake London when Drake London is not very good. And he's going to try to force that, and he's going to cause their ultimate demise. And the Jets cover the spread by winning by 7.
And see, this is why I agree with Jamie, because I was thinking the exact same thing. But I just
hey, Ben, I sent you a message.
All right.
Oh God. Stop passing love notes, children.
But yeah, I definitely agree.
Please share with class.
Yeah, right.
Oh, calm down. Because speaking of love letters,
My tea's gone cold. I wondered why I got out of bed at all. All right. I am skipping this game because it's an easy win.
better not, you bastard, because it's Steeler football. Steelers versus Redbirds. Go for it, Ben. Say why the Steelers are the best and not the Super Bowl.
All right.
How
Yes.
about that?
As Yinzer Cobra said, the next game we're talking about is the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 5.5-point favorites over the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, Josh Dobbs,
Kyler Murray spent too much time on Fortnite.
Clayton Tune,
Call of Duty.
Carson Palmer, Kurt Warner. Ain't no quarterback
Jake Plummer.
saving this team
Jake Plummer.
from
That's
being dogs in this spread. Ben, take it away. What do you say?
Oh man, I definitely see the Steelers winning this. There's no way Arizona's going
The
to beat the
Steelers are going to Super Bowl. Steelers.
I'm not going to go that far. Mike Tomlin has done
You
a lot
fucked
for this
it.
team.
You fucked it. Now it's 9 months pregnant by Bronzy. Steelers going to Super Bowl.
Holy shit.
Oh my God!
All right, drug test for Cobra. 9 o'clock sharp a.m. in the morning on Tuesday.
Personal foul, cream pie by the Steelers. God damn it.
Not even a
It's
Steelers
week
believe what
13.
you're saying.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Yeah, we won week 13 last year to fucking crazy shit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, because I started
Anyway,
with Ginzer and then I brought up that.
All right, all right, let's get this shit show over with. Ben, what's your bold?
We ain't in Cleveland.
My bold is that the Steelers are going to beat up the Cardinals so bad that
They're going to beat them so bad.
The coach is going to be fired and left in Pittsburgh and forget he was even there.
Oh man, they're gonna leave him on the. They're gonna leave him on the.
We're gonna
field.
forget him like we're gonna forget about Ben Roethlisberger.
Jamie.
Cause it's Kenny Pickett's time.
As much as I would like to see the Redbirds try to do something against Pittsburgh's defense, it's just not going to happen.
Yay!
It's
Stellar Super Bowl. Stellar Super Bowl. Stellar Super Bowl.
I hate you so hard right now.
Super Bowl.
But
it's what the podcast needs. Comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah, I hate you so bad, so much.
But the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this handedly, and it's going to have a lot to do with Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris. Najee Harris, I think, on a real note, I think he feels a certain type of way about the team. Because the guy that replaced Matt Canada, he openly said that Jaylen Warren had the job. And since then, Najee Harris has been playing a lot better. And I think he's trying to say, hey, I am the back, not this guy. Yes, he may be younger, but I think there's a lot of spite in his game. And I do not expect Najee Harris to be a Steeler next year.
Okay, yeah.
Could that be my bold?
He took that personally. So, yeah.
Could that be my bold that Najee Harris will not be a Steeler?
Did you not hear him say he took that personally?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go with that.
Not Ricky per se, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, so I mean, like Najee Harris, does he have any time left on his contract?
A year.
Honest,
I think he has a year left.
Because I know he's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
That's something we'll discuss when we get to talking about the Steelers in their offseason. That's gonna be what we do during the offseason on Tuesdays. Is we'll kind of go division by division and kind of like, hey, what they can do to improve in the future.
Yep.
I mean, and eventually,
by the way, teaser. Watch Tuesday.
Yep.
Because we have something special on Tuesday. Please watch it, guys. It's going to be hilarious.
Yep. Basically, we're going to send
as if this podcast wasn't hilarious enough.
Some of these bad teams are going to go into rehab, and basically, we will bring out someone who just got his PhD in post-seasonology. The Cobra is going to basically show off his doctorisms. All right. Speaking of teams that are definitely probably going to see the doctor soon enough, the Washington Commanders are hosting the Miami Dolphins, and pretty much Vegas and everybody else are saying that it is time for the Commanders to get a colonoscopy because the Miami Dolphins are going to deliver that butt fucking,
especially as they roll into the Snyder draft. Especially as they roll into Snyder.
9.5 at FedEx Field, probably the lowest. I was like, Ben, check the prices of the tickets on that game. And it's probably like $5 in a pack of peanuts. All right,
that are at least 5 years old.
They're $50, and it's less than the parking.
Yeah, more than likely. But yeah, so 9.5 points. Miami are favorites. So go ahead, Ben. Take it away. What do you see?
All right. Do we know what the weather is tomorrow?
No. Do we want to
Rain.
know? No. It's moist. It's
Is
moist.
it gonna rain?
Moist,
Gonna rain.
moist,
Very
moist,
moist.
moist, 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 moist.
All right. So I'm kind of thinking that Vegas didn't put in the thinking caps on and thinking it was going to rain this weekend, and we're at FedEx. I don't see it being a big, high-scoring game because that field, let's face it,
It's shit.
horrible.
It's shit.
I don't see Tyreek Hill running all around like crazy. I see him slipping and falling around. But I do agree with the 9.5 at least. So give it to the Dolphins definitely over the Commanders. The Commanders are just absolute shit.
Well, of course, they're still trying to scrub off the remnants of Dan Snyder, but they can't do it.
They never will.
I mean, with that secondary, it doesn't matter. They can run screens to Tyreek Hill, and he will slide into the end zone, into the touchdown, and take the Steelers to the Super Bowl. Wait,
20-yard
what? No,
slide.
God damn it, Cobra. Yeah, damn it, you got me doing it now. But Jamie, go ahead. What the?
It's going to be a high. I think it's still going to be a high scoring game. Honestly, rain or no rain. The thing about the Commanders is they're going to lose, but they're going to cover the spread. And if you want to make that my bold because of how the Commanders have been, that could be my bold. But
Yep.
this team, talent wise, are good enough to be competent. They're good enough to be in there enough to make Tua have to stay all game. They're going to be good enough to make Tyreek stay all game, not having any backups coming in for garbage time or any of that. But I think they still lose by, I'm going to say they lose by like 8. Or they're going to lose by 8 or 9, but because of that half, they're going to technically cover the spread.
That pretty much is bold by thinking anything other than, oh, let's make a FanDuel bet that everybody in Miami is going to score a touchdown. Jalen Waddle
Waddle.
Waddle, Hill,
Waddle away.
Mostert, even
A-Chain?
even A-Chain. Like everybody gets touchdowns. They'll put up a 70 burger against
Touchdown
fucking the Commanders. All right, so.
So what you're saying is
on,
me and Ben better get our KY jelly out because it's going to be a bad day.
the
for us to
Lube
watch
Crew, baby.
Lube crew.
All right.
It's gonna be so bad. We're not gonna be ready for the loop.
Well, it seems like they're
Miami's putting it in dry. I got you.
going dry, pull out wet.
All right. So now on to a good game. All right, cool. This is probably the 1:00 game to watch as the
Gentlemen Broncos face off against the Houston Texans. What's the spread on that one?
Denver Broncos are the dogs in this one, as Houston is a 3.5 point favorite. Both of these teams are 6-5, which is definitely a shocker from the outset of the season. These guys are wonderful playoff contenders right now, with possibly the loser being pushed back onto the bubble.
Yeah.
So, Ben, go ahead and take it away.
All right. So, I see the Broncos riding in high and leaving in high. They're going to roll in. They're going to take off their fighting gloves, and they're going to beat up the Texans. They're going to cover the spread. They're going to beat it more than what the 3 points is. It's going to be at least 7.5 point spread.
Well, if the Broncos win, they cover the spread anyway.
Yeah,
Broncos are going to do it by 7.5 points.
Smoke weed every day. I mean, you did mention Mile High, and Colorado did legalize marijuana. So
yeah, I know that's a joke,
fun.
Ted.
Yep.
Jamie. Oh wait, no, hold on. I forgot Ben's bold.
Broncos cover the spread.
That's their bold.
That's bold.
Okay.
That's weak sauce, sir.
All
That's
right.
not bulletproof
All right.
coffee bold.
All right, you want to go?
That's not even Folgers.
Let's go. Russell Wilson, 375 yards through the air, four touchdowns total, including one on the ground, He's gonna have at least 57 yards in the game.
Now that's not just bold. That's just high as fuck. He's been in Denver too long.
He had to compensate for it.
Yeah, like seriously, Tyler's gonna pick you up and take you to the drug facility. All right,
Yeah.
so Jayme, what you got?
Finally, I got something different than Ben. See, Ben is on the good sir Mr. Russ high bandwagon. He is going to crumble down and revert back to that Russell Wilson that we all feared that he was going to be all season, that we saw at the very beginning of the season.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is not your Gordon Ramsay.
He's like a fine wine. There's some games where he just has a good day.
Yeah, so Russell Wilson's going to have a very bad game against the Houston Texans defense. He's going to struggle throwing the ball. He's going to try to throw it to Cortland Sutton, but he's not going to have time to do so. And C.J. Stroud, potential no Tank Dell, no problem. He's got another guy that has no in his name, Noah Brown. This dude's going to pop off, and that's going to be my bold. He's going to be the Tank Dell replacement if he does not play. If he does not play, Noah Brown will go off and have a 100-yard game with a touchdown.
Noah Brown might also be out.
Well, if he does not show up and Tank Dell isn't there, then I'll have to agree with Ben again.
Well, on contraire, mon ami, I will say the guy whose name you're kind of forgetting is Nico Collins. Yeah, Nico Collins is the top dog. I mean, yeah, like they want to talk about Tank Dell, but it is Nico's show. Noah Brown is the number 3 in Houston. He's been also battling the knee injury. He might not be playing, but again, no matter
not
what,
the knee of justice.
But either way, it is going to me seems like it's going to be a great game all around. Way better than
Panthers and Buccaneers.
The Panthers going into Tampa Bay,
and I believe all of us are in consensus. It's going to be the Buccaneers.
I mean, I think so. Yeah, like
so can we skip because this is look, train wrecks are fun to look at, but you don't want to experience it live.
I was gonna say, yeah, train wrecks are fun and all, but you definitely don't want to marry it. I mean, what? Yeah, Buccaneers, right?
So all bucks. All right, so we can skip. Yeah, we're skipping that, and we are going to SoFi.
A nice game at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we're going to SoFi Stadium as the LA Rams face off against the Cleveland Brownstains. Rams are 4.5-point dogs.
No, Rams are the favorites.
Oh, Rams are the favorite. Yeah, the Browns are the 4.5-point dogs.
Yeah,
I read that wrong.
So, but also Joe Flacco,
the elite Joe Flacco.
All right, so basically, I almost want to say this is another game that I'm putting on my parlay, and I'm putting the Browns on. Respect to Mr. Flacco and that defense. All right, but Ben, what say you about the Browns being 4.5-point dogs to the Rams?
And by the way, I said Rams on the stream. I'm sticking with that because this is still Joe Flacco arm punt extraordinaire.
All right. So, it may be Joe Flacco. However, he's also an experienced veteran. And with experienced veterans, what good chemistry do you also have along with good experienced veterans? You have a good, solid defense behind you. What happened in Baltimore when Ty Detmer had that defense? Who would have thunk he would have won a Super? Was it Ty Detmer?
No, it was Trent Dilfer, not Ty Detmer.
My bad. Trent Dilfer.
Wow, talk about another bad quarterback. Fuck.
It's Trent Dilfer. I mean, look at that. I mean, look. It's like good defense back you up, you win. What happened when Flacco was in Baltimore as well? Good defense backed you up, you win. Look at the Browns. Good defense. He's going to make smart decisions. He has a good offense around him. I think the Browns are suitable right now to be, dare I say,
There.
and Super Bowl talks.
Oh, what?
With the Browns.
I'm putting the Browns in the Super Bowl talks.
Yep.
I do that on a daily
trying
basis,
to take the
but if we're
Browns
talking
to the
about like
Super
the
Bowl.
NFL,
He is talking about taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, man. Where you have to Sharon, yeah, where you have to take a shit to take them to the Super Bowl.
The Browns are very underrated. They're overlooked right now.
Well, yeah.
If you look at the AFC,
I mean, the only thing they've been looked at is they've been looking at the newspaper because they're wondering if their quarterback is going to be arrested again.
So let me get this straight, Ben. Right here now, are you saying Joe Flacco will lead the Browns to the Super Bowl?
No,
I'm not saying they will. I'm saying that they are contenders for a top spot to maybe possibly contest. Because let's be honest here, who else in the AFC is really better than the Browns? Maybe the Chiefs, but the Chiefs' offense has been struggling. They're not as good as they once been, and the Browns' defense are better than that offense. The Bills, they're not that good. So who else are really going to be? Who else is better than them in the AFC? The Steelers aren't.
You take that back, motherfucker!
Let's be honest. The only other team other than the Chiefs are the Browns.
Steelers going to Super Bowl. Steelers going to Super Bowl. It ain't gonna be them goddamn Brownies, motherfucker!
I mean, maybe the Ravens or the other. This is the third.
Fuck them Ratbirds!
So that's your top three teams right there: Browns, Ravens, or the Chiefs for Super Bowl talks for AFC. That's what I'm sticking to.
You are a lying bastard, Ben.
Jamie, take it away.
Oh my goodness, I'm over here just trying to recollect my thoughts because he's pretty much saying that Joe Flacco has a good chance of making another Super Bowl run.
And all I can say to that is there's so much weed to smoke on that statement.
Like what I forgot that we were in 2023 and I thought we were back in 2016.
I'm going with because he has a defense behind him, and he's smart. He doesn't. If he plays his cards right,
he was smart.
He was smart enough to get hot and get that big ass contract. So that's all you got to say on that one.
Opportunistic.
Opportunism is the difference than intelligence.
Rated R superstar, bitch.
Facts. That's why Ric Flair's the dirtiest player in the game, and why Sting is gullible. Oh, I love you, Sting, but it's the truth.
Got him. But yes, back to the actual game. I think you want to talk about coming back with veteran quarterback, all this stuff. You're talking about the wrong one. You got to be talking about Matthew Stafford, a guy who hasn't been playing very well, but now that he has his shiny new toy in Kyren Williams, that is the resurgent that Matthew Stafford needs. They are going to beat the brakes off the Browns. That defense, yes, they may be good, but when you have Puka Nacua, you have Cooper Kupp, you have Kyren Williams, you can't cover all those guys. And Kyren Williams can be a receiver. He can be a running back. They will probably put more emphasis on him, which will open up the passing game. And Matthew Stafford is just going to have himself a day in SoFi.
All right. So now we go, unfortunately, back to Philadelphia, home of Cupcake endorser. Won't say his name for legal reasons, but Cupcake endorser himself, as the Philadelphia Eagles host the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers are the favorites, strangely, despite the rest being in the Philadelphia Eagles' back pocket.
Allegedly.
So, Ben, take it away.
Oh, this is my game of the week. There is no way
everybody's
the
game of the
Eagles
week,
can
sir.
stop all of the weapons that 49ers have.
Go sit on your bed.
I look for the 49ers to
Where's your milk?
dip it off to CMC, he's going to be the main focus all day. He's going to run over the Eagles through the air, on the ground. He's going to have a freaking career day. He's going to have 4 touchdowns altogether. Altogether, he's going to have over 300 yards.
All right.
He's going to make the Eagles their bitch.
And you said CMC?
Yeah, he's going to run all over him.
I like your line of thinking, but you're naming the wrong player. This game is personal for Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant is going to showcase why it should have been the 49ers in the Super Bowl and not the Eagles. This kid is probably, if he hasn't already been in consideration, he needs to have a movie made about him and just call it Mr. Irrelevant.
Not just irrelevant.
Yeah, just irrelevant, yeah. Because this man has outplayed how much he's getting paid, so I hope that the coaches are giving that man like side money off the cuff, or at least putting him up in a better housing, something. Because this dude's going to go into Philadelphia, he's going to push it out of the building, and they are going to just walk out, leaving the Philadelphia Eagles almost as depressed as the Dallas Cowboys were.
All right.
I mean, like, I'm like on contrary on both. For me, I'm like, yeah, this is a Debo game.
Yeah,
they've been trolling on Debo.
I like Debo.
All right, so team that basically is like, all right, don't forget about us in Super Bowl consideration. The Kansas City Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites over the Green Bay Packers.
And I will add a historical caveat to this. This has a little bit of historic rivalry to it.
Do not
because the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs did face each other in the first ever Super Bowl. But that sometimes doesn't matter, in modern day because it's forgotten. So, Ben.
Yep. What say you?
What say you?
Does Patrick Mahomes get over the fact that his wide receiver core can't catch in when the games are on the line?
Yeah. Does Patrick Mahomes have a chance?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, Chick Holly! I don't know what you guys think. What about you, Goofy? Oh, Chick Holly!
Really? Why Mickey Mouse? Why?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, did Disney buy the Kansas City Chiefs?
Look, I know that's a famous quote Marv Levy had when he was a coach of the Chiefs. But seriously, what the fuck? All right.
So I see the Chiefs coming into Wisconsin, slicing and dicing, making Swiss cheese out of those Packers. Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to come in. They're going to make the Packers their bitch. They're going to throw it all over the place. Mahomes going to show why he is the number 1 quarterback in the league for a reason.
Okay.
Jamie.
So we're talking about Green Bay, Wisconsin in December. Do you know what tomorrow is going to look like in Green Bay?
It's gonna stink of stale beer and be cold as fuck.
Right now it says 35 degrees on ESPN.
It has an 85% chance of snow.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
The frozen tundra, the frozen cheese blocks are coming at Patrick Mahomes. He says he's excited to play in Lambeau Field. He's going to get the full Lambeau Field effect. His people have struggled catching the ball in perfect weather games. Do you think that these poor receivers are going to be able to help him out enough to pull out a win in Green Bay in snow? It is not happening. Green Bay is going to upset the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're going to be thinking that Jordan Love is on the cusp of becoming the next Aaron Rodgers after this game.
So he's going to the Vikings.
No, he has to go to the Jets first.
That's true. He has to go to the Jets. He has to go to the Jets first and go to the Vikings, then allegedly commit welfare fraud.
Damn.
And now, finally, it's the battle of the kitties as the Cincinnati Bengals go into Duval to face the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are, am I reading that? 8.5-point favorites. So Ben, we're gonna skip Ben because he's gonna be all over that Trevor Lawrence suckfest. Jayme,
I am going to.
Let Ben take it. Fuck.
Oh,
All
right, go ahead, Ben.
Aw. I got a huge announcement, guys. A really huge announcement.
He's
Huge
got a
announcement
razor.
tomorrow.
He has
I got
a
huge
razor for
announcement
Trevor
at
Lawrence.
8:15 on Monday night, guys. It's huge. Trevor Lawrence is going
never
to
seen
do
before.
so good. I'm touching my nipples right now and snorting a lot of coke.
So you're saying they're like diamonds?
Yeah.
His nipples are like diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. They're piercing his shirt.
Give me the Jaguars, man. The Bengals don't have a chance in hell.
No,
Unfortunately, after they lost Burrow, their chances have went down.
no Burrow, no chance. That's what they've got.
Burrow, no chance. They're gonna burrow themselves deeper in the ground.
All right.
So, yeah.
Jayme, I'm sorry about that. I had to interrupt you for a joke.
I do have to agree with Ben, not on Trevor Lawrence and Ben's infatuated obsession with him and his locks
The
and
nipples.
all of that stuff. But I'm going to say it is more on a guy that doesn't get as much love in Jacksonville. I'm going to go with Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram. Between the two, they are going to steal the show. A lot of eyes have been on Mr. Betting on himself, Calvin Ridley, and he may be a factor, but
wait, so
Evan Ingram, go ahead.
So you're saying Evan Ingram has found his hands?
He has, and he will showcase it on Monday night of all times, and he will get in the end zone twice.
Huh. That's
Somebody smoking something.
Somebody definitely smoking something. They must have something good in Jacksonville. It's definitely not something the late Uche Ewaneri would approve of.
Well, they do. It's called the Duval Doobie.
Ooh. Anywho.
Duval Doobie.
So, yep. Then that is that. Yep. This is the final game. Unfortunately,
That is the final game for us. Basically,
that is it.
That is it for the bold predictions.
Funny?
Yes.
I just stumbled across this. In his career, DK Metcalf has been fined a total of $98,033 for excessive celebration and unsportsmanlike conduct. So he spent his downtime learning ASL. Now he talks trash with sign language, just like last night, standing on business.
Hey, I mean,
wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you? Especially, I mean, I would personally learn sign language if Roger Goodell was in the stands. I'd personally flip him the fuck off.
So, basically, we're gonna go from basically some bold predictions. We're gonna go ahead and discuss a certain seat. Yep. We're going to talk about the hot seat because we are 1 week closer to Black Monday, the day of the season where coaches are fired, where many people are getting their pink slips.
Well, then you better
So
basically, as a kind of look, we have already lost
we've already lost two head coaches, Josh McDaniels and Frank Reich.
Yep. Basically, so which coaches are on the hot seat the most? We'll go ahead. This is going to involve everybody. God, I almost feel like I'm doing whose line is it anyway when I do this.
I mean, the show isn't made up, but the points don't matter.
Yeah, but especially when it's 17-7 at halftime. So, Ben, you will go ahead and start us off. Basically, we are going to run this just like Tankman. So, 5-1 coaches that we feel are that are on the hot seat that may get fired come Black Monday. Ben, number 5.
Sean McDermott.
Number 4.
Zach Taylor.
Number 3.
Mike Tomlin.
Actually,
no. Scratch that. Sorry. No, it's not Mike Tomlin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kind of
Brandon.
That's for disrespectful. So.
Mike Tomlin saved this job, unfortunately.
Yeah. Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley.
Number 2.
Where is he at? Brian DeBall.
Number 1.
Fuck you, Ron Rivera.
All right.
All right. Cobra, number 5.
Number 5, Mike Eberflus.
Number
Or
4.
is that Brian Eberflus? I can't remember.
It doesn't matter. He's going to get fired.
Number 4, Sean McDermott.
Number 3.
Brandon Staley.
Number 2.
Xerxes, Robert Sala.
Number 1.
Ron Rivera.
Jayme, number 5.
Number 5, we will go again. I don't know coaches on teams.
Say team. It's just say team.
Say team and we'll tell the coach.
Hold on,
name.
Jamie. Hold on, Jamie. I got you. Hold on.
We'll
Hold on,
fill in
Jamie,
the
I got
blanks.
you. 1 second. One.
We are a team
you-
here. We'll
you
help
just-
we'll help a brother
You just
out.
dropped-
And Jamie left. Thank you, Ben.
I sent the list to him.
And he
in the
left.
sports
God
podcast.
You
damn.
wound up leaving. No. Jamie,
I
no.
You told him we were going to
Oh, no. It probably just a disconnection
Hold on.
there. But, so
Baby,
anyway,
come back.
while that's going on, I'll
You're
go
the
ahead
only
and
one.
I'll give mine.
All right. I'll count you down. Ricky, number 5.
Number 5 is Eberflus from the Bears.
All right.
Easy.
Symbol of excellence, number 4.
Number 4 will be Ron Rivera.
All right. Number 3.
Number 3, Brandon Staley.
Number 2,
Number 2, Arthur Smith.
Falcons. And number 1.
Number 1, the guy that, his seat is absolutely going to be hot. Sean McDermott.
Hot.
All right, Jamie.
All right, so I just did mine.
Well,
Jamie,
back.
go ahead and give me that number
I sent
5.
you the list, Jamie.
Number 5 will be the Chicago Bears head coach.
Eberflus.
Eberflus. Number
I sent you
4,
the list, Jamie.
Number 4, Bill Belichick.
Number 3,
Number 3 will be the what do you call it?
the
Chargers.
What?
Chargers head coach.
Staley.
Staley.
Wow, that's interesting. Number 2.
Number 2 will be Ron Rivera.
And number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1 will be the Jets head coach.
Robert Saleh.
Robert Sala. So how
Robert Saleh?
Now I want to insert this interesting caveat. All 4 of us all had Brandon Staley at number 3. All 4 of us.
Well, not gonna lie, like the reason why I have him at 3. I mean, not gonna lie, I definitely see all 5 of other than Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
All 5 of them are pretty much gone.
Yeah.
I see like Sean McDermott. I think his job depends on if the Bills make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brandon Staley, his job is determined on
If the
whether-
Chargers make the playoffs.
No, Chargers aren't making the playoffs.
No.
All right, it all depends on whether or not the owner, the general manager, feels that it was just some rough luck. Which, not gonna lie, the Chargers have had some rotten fucking luck this year.
It's Dean
They
Spanos.
are-
What do you expect? This
All
is
right.
what happens when you move the team
But-
from San Diego. They're cursed.
So
They're cursed anyway. They're from
so-
San Diego.
So Ron Rivera, he's more than likely done. They're kind of letting him finish off the season, and they're gonna have it be Eric Bieniemy. Or if the rumor is kind of true about like the Belichick trade from New England, we might see Eric Bieniemy be traded to New England for Belichick, and he might also take a player with him.
First off,
That would be the Washington way of screwing everything
Washington
up.
way.
It would be the Washington way.
Look, the more things change, the more they stay the same. You
Absolutely.
can try to wash off the stink of Dan Snyder, but it just sticks with you.
Well, I mean,
And even if they
No.
try to get a new stadium,
So-
they'll still
so-
stink like Snyder.
I'm gonna say this: they
As much as I
need to
don't
do
want that to happen,
something, and I mean,
I
as much
honestly
as
think they've been
the thing would be Eric Bieniemy would be a good head coach.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. I mean, not all coordinators make good head coaches.
Frank Reich.
Steve Spagnuolo.
Yep.
We've also had a lot of head coaches that have.
So you want to hear the other rumor that I heard for the Washington head seat?
What you got?
So the other rumor for the Washington head coach position for next year
Yep.
could be one Jim Harbaugh.
Maybe.
I gotta get Ricky. I'm gonna step away because
That would be a Dan Snyder
I
sign.
get this
right
mom
there.
almost over anyway.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
See you later, guys.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night, Cobra. Yeah. But yeah, we're about to definitely sign off. So basically we're talking head coaches, but there will definitely be more to talk about on Tuesday. Tuesday we're not going to really talk about head coaches, except for maybe a couple of teams, because as Cobra definitely hinted at, we are, definitely going to be bringing in Dr. Cobra with his PhD in playoff postseasonology.
Emphasis on D.
Yeah, all the D. Yeah.
And what is episode number what on Tuesday?
So yes, it's kind of fitting how we have Dr. Cobra with his PH long D. As he definitely puts it, would be episode 69. So
Hi-yo.
yeah, it's gonna be absolutely crazy with you animals. Definitely.
And I will be there.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Jayme is gonna be, and you're gonna be guest streaming with us, right?
Yes.
So
I will be streaming from my car, so you may not be able to see my face, but that's okay because it's not made for camera.
Yeah. We definitely go ahead and do that. So it'll be fun and interesting. It'll be our first stream with a guest because it's normally me, Ben, Cobra, and Tyler. So this will be fun, interesting as we continue our growth as a podcast. So everybody, on behalf of Cobra, I'm Ricky, and this has been a Social Sports Pad podcast for Ben, Jayme. As we thank you, we wish you all listening out there in Spotify a good night, a good week, and always good season.
Good season.
Good season. Let's go.
Woohoo!